Hi, this is Daria from meshbodyaddicts.com, and today I'm doing another review, this time for the Lelutka new Simone mesh head. Now, the Simone mesh head was originally a standard mesh head and has recently been released as a Bento compatible head. So the first most important thing I'll tell you about this is if you have the standard Simone mesh head, wear it when you go to buy the Bento mesh head, because you will get a 50% discount if you do that. So that's really important. Now, I'm going to try and keep these a little bit shorter because I've noticed I've started to ramble on more and more the more of these I make. So I'm going to get straight to the point with the review. So at the moment I'm wearing the Simone Bento mesh head. This is the HUD that comes with it. So we have on the HUD to start with, I suppose, we have the essentials. So the skin tones from Glamour Fair are of course there, which are really, really nice, as they always are. The same shimmer with the level, the ability to change levels, as you may be familiar with. Eyeshadow, so we have a few different eyeshadow options, including a few colours and eyeliners and such, which is great. Put back the right colour. Lipstick, so again, like with the standard HUD, we have the lipstick there. We have the on-off buttons again as well, so we can turn those off. Hair base, so we can change the hair base colour. Oh, whoops, that's the brow. The brow. Now you can see here, if you do notice a problem with this, what it's done is it's actually put another layer on top of the layer that I'm currently using. So the Glamour Fair skin already comes with eyebrows. This is actually overlaying them. So if you notice, you get this double eyebrow look. That's why. The skin you're using already has eyebrows, so just turn that option off. Now lashes, they've kept the ability to mask lashes and unmask lashes, and you can tell because I've got this truth hair on going over the front a little bit, I am getting a little bit of conflict. You can pretty much fix that by removing the fringe, which now looks odd, but no well. So we can mask and unmask. Tattoos. Now this is pretty new for Lelutka. They have a tattoo function now, or a tattoo layer. So we have a blush layer. We have some freckles and beauty marks, which is really cute as well. And we also have an actual tattoo in here. This is a really, really neat layer, and I'll explain why after. Here is the hair base that I was talking about earlier, down the bottom. Animate. Now this is I suppose the new and the really exciting part about this head. I love the animations it comes with. So by mood selection, we have here happy neutral. This is for just my face, just generally speaking. So if I were to minimize the HUD and go walking around, I can leave a neutral expression, or I can have her happy, and every once in a while she creates a little bit of a smile. We also have expressions. So we have this top bunch of expressions here, which are static. Okay. So you can pile them on top of each other, but you will look a little bit weird. So these are static. If you go down the bottom, we have the actual repeating animation ones, and they are just so beautifully done. I absolutely love the functionality that Bento has given mesh heads and just animations in general. They're so lifelike, it's almost kind of creepy in a way. But this is really exciting, and from what I understand, Lelutka will be creating additional animations that you can purchase later and add to the HUD, which I think will be fantastic given just how good these animations are. So we also have talk. Obviously that won't trigger straight away. It's mainly if you're typing in local chat. Now parted lips you can put on and off. Sometimes I do notice that if you have something like parted lips on when you have a mood selection on, it can create a little bit of a weird, strained look. That's just because you're using a default expression at the same time as using an animation override. So that might happen. And of course you've got blink, and you also have eye expressions as part of this new Lelutka system. So we have wide, which just gives me crazy eyes because I've made my shape have quite wider eyes as it is. Sleepy eyes, suspicious eyes, you get the idea. So they're all really awesome as well. Now at the moment I'm using my Catwa eyes with I think I'm using my Catwa eyes. Am I using my Catwa eyes? No, I'm using my icon eyes. I'm a liar. Because they're mesh eyes, you can use this system, which is really awesome. So the HUD itself has an eye control system. So when especially if you're doing photographs or something similar, you can rotate your eyes without needing something like an any pose expression HUD, or something similar, which is really, really awesome. So that's great as well. This is where tattoos and everything gets quite interesting, and I know that a lot of people that read my blog really want products to be modify. And the reason for that is they like to create their own content. They like to create their own items and tweak their own items, which is totally fair enough. This is Lelutka's way of giving you somewhat of the ability to do that, which is awesome. So you can now, because the head is now Amiga compatible, you can create your own tattoos, your own makeup, your own all that sort of stuff using the SLUV, and you can input it into your HUD here. So you can just drop it, hold control and drop it in here and save it. As skin, upper skin, lower skin. So these are all of the layers basically. And for those that do make their own tattoos or their own makeup or whatever the case may be, you guys will know exactly what all of these are. But you can turn these layers on and off, as well as save your own styles that you've put in. And especially for face tattoos, I think for a lot of people that will be really interesting, and those that like to do hair bases as well. Forgive me, I'm losing my voice again. So that's really exciting. They also have, obviously, the little settings bit at the back. So they have some debug settings and some materials repairs and all sorts of things. I recommend that you get familiar with this just in case, basically. Restore factory settings will revert all settings in the HUD back to default, so just be careful if you decide to play with that one. And kill script will kill all of the scripts in the head, which means that the HUD won't interact with it anymore. Your head will be as it is forever and ever. So before you do anything like that, if for whatever reason you do want to do it, just make sure that you leave a copy. So overall, I'm really, really keen to see what else Lelutka comes out with. I love the animations. I love the HUD and the usability of the HUD. And I love as well just how flexible the head is with the Bento sliders. So this is probably one of the more affected by sliders heads that I've come across so far. So for example, lips, you can get quite a lot of movement in there. Which is really important to me. I love playing around with the lips. Oh god, I'm at 8 minutes already. I just cannot stop talking. Lip ratio, mouth position, head itself. So, that's a pretty standard one. We've been able to adjust that for a while, but head stretch and head shape. It does come with a shape. So I've created my own shape off of that, and you can do the same thing as well. Always start with the shape that the head comes with. Because otherwise you're just going to run into trouble and it's just going to be a pain. Just use that as a starting point. Especially with a head like this, I found that if I used just one of my old default shapes, it went very badly for me. And even if I use a system generated default shape, it looked really odd as well. So make sure that you start with the shape that comes with the system, and it'll make your life a lot easier. So that's it for now. If you have the head, if you use the head, or if you've demoed the head and you've got any comments, please leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks everyone. Bye.